Though I arrange sequentially in our topic, the first is backup strategies, second is stop and chop technique, third is basics of vertical chopping, fourth is Siddharth or new case, how to do a different kind of chopping, and fourth is mine. But for as we have to accommodate Dr. David Chang in the keynote address in the middle of the course, so there is some disarrangement. My topic is standard and newer technique for extremely Brunosian cataract. What is the difficulties? Because it hard, it is large, it is thick, and associated problem is arca senilis, floppy on thin capsule, and obviously zonular weakness. And also the limited space in the bag. Direct chopping is the ideal for these hard cataract or Brunosian cataract, according my opinion, but some believes still stop and chop or 4 quadrant, it is better to do in very hard cataract. The do's are, these are the do's, your capsular axis should be larger than the normal one, and this central excavation, how it is help? It will reduce the thickness in the central part and make relatively softer cataract, because this is the hardest part, and this is create a space to hold the nucleus and chop it. This is a standard technique of a vertical chopping in cases of Brunosian cataract. After central debulking, hold the nucleus in the central part, and with the sharp chopper get a crack first and then try to separate up to the posterior plate. This is you get a crack, hold, then get a crack, and initiate your chopper in the deeper in the nucleus and make a larger crack up to the posterior plate. But sometimes it's very difficult to break the posterior plate because it is very thick. And then you can change your position. You can now hold deeper in the nucleus and separate and get a crack. This is called multi-level chopping. Now I am showing this case on multi-level chopping. This is holding, get a crack first, try to enlarge the crack, and again I hold the deeper part of the crack and complete the division. When you hold the deeper part of the nucleus, you will able to break the posterior plate easily. When it is better to go just below and hold the deeper part. Deeper part means the core of the nucleus. Most of the time we just fix the phacoprobe in the superficial. Here is the superficial part. So it is better to the core of the nucleus, hold the core of the nucleus and get a crack up to the posterior plate. It is easier to get a crack up to the posterior plate. Even then, this is a case. Even then, I am doing the multi-level chop. I am getting up to the posterior plate. Even then, not able to crack the posterior plate completely. Here comes in the sub-chopping, role of the sub-chopping. This is a very hard cataract. Even I am not able to divide few fiber, and that few fiber just restrict the fragment movements out of the bag. So this is the role of sub-chopping. This chopping should be the horizontal one. With the sharp chopper inner cut, it just shape the nucleus head, and try doing this, keep on doing this, and keep on doing this, and you create a plate. You just left a plate at the end of your surgery. Then you just cut like a grass. You hold, bring the fragment in the antechamber, and you slice the nucleus fragment, and ultimately this is end of this is the end plate. And after giving viscoelastic, you just pull up that plate into a chamber. These are the common, even if you not able to crack, then this can happen. Even you have to be very careful. This is an incomplete chop, and surgeon try to remove the fragment. There is a large jonular dialysis. So for the ideal case, your holding, if it is a rhexis of 5.5 millimeter, holding should be here, not at the periphery. Because if it is periphery, you need more separation force to crack the central part. It is ideal to crack the mid peripheral level. Here come in the concept of dual tip. Because taper tip 2.2, what we used is a microflare taper tip, it has a much more capability to sculpt the material, but it has a poor ability to hold the nucleus. So I prefer to do, in cases of very hard cataract, to use dual tip. So first I use microflare tip to sculpt the nucleus. It sculpts the very hard nucleus very easily. You can see very easily. Then after completion of sculpting, I remove the phaco probe and change the tip to the standard Kelman 45-degree tip. And then I start my chopping. As I said, this is a mid peripheral level. I always try to engage hold the mid peripheral ligand and get a crack, and multi-level chopping, crack the posterior class. When we try to make a central sculpting, it is always become larger, rather it is become a deep. We want a deep one rather a larger one, because it's very difficult to get a deeper central sculpting. So I made a change in this is my design of a 0-degree tip. It is a 90-degree tip, which I developed. It allowed to sculpt the central core of the nucleus very easily. And as I bent, it is a inner side, outer side is 2.7, and inner part is almost 2.2, and it make a single punch. It create a big hole in the central and the thickest part of the nucleus. I am showing one video. This is how we make a design. We collected different of hard nucleus, and we studied in our wet lab how much I bent, and I measured the thickness of the hard cataract. It is almost 3.5 in hard cataract, 3.5 to 4 millimeter in hard cataract. Then as I mentioned, the outer part, I measured outer part, and 2.6 to 2.4 to 2.6, and inner is 1.6. And I use this tip in wet lab. It is a nucleus, and with the bent tip I sculpt the central part hook easily. And after cutting the nucleus, I saw it is make a tunnel shape. It is a barrel shaped sculpting. Just it is drill the nucleus. So this is see the practical use of it. Sorry. This is a new bent tip. Just you make this tip from 2.2 tapered tip. This is originally it was a tapered tip. I bent it 90 degree with high temperature, and just with central excavation. It's a basically a tunnel. You can see the layers of nucleus, and one punch, basically one punch, it makes unbreakable nucleus to easily breakable. I use chopping, this is a standard Kelman 45-degree tip. I change the tip after central excavation to normal. Because this is a had a advantage because it's a barrel shaped and it always hit the hardest mid portion of the hard nucleus. This tip is very helpful to make a central excavation. I am showing my last video regarding this. This is, you see, this is only the one punch, single punch. You can see the layers of the different layers of the nucleus, and single punch, it breaks the nucleus. Thank you very much.